All right, this is Air Lawson Live coming to you from Southern California here in Irvine. Ooh, the hills are alive with the sound of Daryl. Lawson Live. Yeah, this is Monday. Ooh, this is the Eclipse Day, Solar Eclipse Day. I thought I would do a quick YouTube Live and a Facebook Live here in the hills of Irvine, just before the total solar eclipse right behind me. Yeah, right up there. So it's partial right now. In approximately 10 minutes, it'll be a total solar eclipse, right? In which the sun is blocked out, right? So that's what we're seeing right here. History in the making. Some people are saying that hasn't happened in nearly 100 years. You know what I was thinking? By the way, this is Daryl Lawson Live. Happy Monday. I'm here actually 3 times a day, sometimes 4, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., Facebook Live, YouTube. You can see all my videos and more 24/7 at DarylLawson.com. DarylLawson.com, the place to be. Yep. So I'm standing right here, minutes before the solar eclipse, which the moon, they tell me, passes and blocks out the sun. Ooh. So, solar eclipse, right? As I was thinking about that this morning, I thought, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. Okay, just think about this. How can well, we know that the moon's going to block out the sun, right? So that's a solar eclipse. And when the Earth blocks the sunlight to the moon, that's a lunar eclipse, right? So how, if the Earth is flat, which I don't believe, if the Earth is flat, how does a lunar eclipse happen? How can the Earth get in front of the sun so the moon goes dark? Think about that. Hello? Yeah, think about that. Now, how, if the Earth is flat, if the Earth is flat, how does the Earth get in front of the sun to block the moon out in a lunar eclipse? That ain't gonna happen. So what I did, as I got on my instant messenger and I talked to a famous flat earther. I won't give the name, on Facebook. He's got about 40,000 people in his group, flat Earth group, whatever. Okay, so I said, hey, a friend of mine. I said, by the way, talk to me. How do you get a lunar eclipse with a flat Earth? Hello. So he basically said, well, some people believe that, even NASA believes that there are two moons. It's like, what? That's the first time, I've heard people say there's different things out in space. I said, you mean to tell me they're going to blame a lunar eclipse, right? A lunar eclipse on 2 moons. And I said, and why would you be quoting NASA, which you don't believe NASA? So as I stand out here, looking at a almost full in a few minutes or so, several minutes, as we're looking at a solar eclipse here. How do the flat earthers explain a lunar eclipse? The Earth gets in the way of the sun, blocks out the moon. How do you explain the phases of the moon? Anyways, he tried to say something, and I said, number one, you're quoting NASA, and it's beginning to sound like people who are trying to find Sasquatch or the Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster. So I'm just saying, there's a number of things that I just like a spherical planet. I like balls. Don't quote me as some kind of freaky quote here, but I like golf balls, basketballs, baseballs. Yeah. I guess the frisbee disc golfers, frisbee disc golfers. Yeah. Hey, I like to play that once in a while. Yeah. But, you know, I just can't get into that because the whole world can't be keeping the secret. Somebody somewhere would be saying this is, you know, like another country, China, Russia, other nations that over time that didn't like the States, they would come out and say something. Now, but to me, how is a lunar eclipse supposed to happen? How is the Earth I know today is a solar eclipse. Am I blocking myself out here? Look at it's almost right there, man. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you the area here. Let me see if I can flip this around. This is where I'm standing. I'm not looking at it, except maybe through my phone-ish, but you're not supposed to do that. I guess you can take a selfie. And here's my water bottle. So I came up on this area right here. That way. This is some of the hills that I run sometimes. Yeah, and this is the highway right here. This is the 405 freeway in Irvine, Southern California. The fog is just burning off right now. This is all from the morning fog from the ocean just over those hills. And this is Irvine. This is, yeah, Irvine all that way there. Irvine. You know, there's hills behind there. You go further, there'll be mountains you can go skiing on, yeah. So let me stick another, let me see if I can get it over here. All right. All right, so I'm just saying, all right, I'm standing here in Irvine, all right, eclipse, solar eclipse Monday, all right, which is, it's the 21st, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's August 21st, 2017. This is the solar eclipse day. It hasn't happened in nearly, what, some people say 98 years, I don't know, I thought someone else said 38 years, whatever. All right, so it hasn't happened in 38, maybe 100 years. It made me think, all right? And this is something that I'm going to jump on Facebook Live here in a moment, but I just wanted to do a quick YouTube Live video as I got to my little location here on my little rock. My rock right there, yeah. I wanted to say, now I understand this is a solar eclipse. The moon's going to get in front of the sun in a few minutes here, totally, yeah. But what about a lunar eclipse when the sun gets in front? The Earth gets in front of the sun. Earth gets in front of the sun, and the moon doesn't shine for a little bit, right? That's a lunar eclipse. We're having a solar eclipse right now. So if the Earth is flat, that ain't going to happen. So I looked a little bit online, talked to some people that are supposed to know, and they said, well, you know, NASA says there's another disk. There's another disk somewhere that does the lunar eclipse. What are you talking about? Another disk? Why would you be quoting NASA if you don't believe NASA? He said, I got some notes, blah, blah, blah. I said, this is really sketchy. The flat earth theory is really, really sketchy, right? Because to have a lunar eclipse, you need to have the earth blocking the sun from hitting the moon. Now, this is a solar eclipse where the moon's going to be blocking the sun, right? So, if you have a flat Earth, you're not going to have a lunar eclipse. And what about the phases of the moon, where the Earth is blocking out some of the sun hitting the Earth every month? So, people ask me, how come I'm not a flat Earther? Hello! I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out. All right? Yeah. So all the flat earthers out there, all the people, that, you know, are into the flat earth and they don't have a rocket ship to go up and look at the ice wall or whatever on the earth. You don't have to do that. Just think about a lunar eclipse. I'm not a NASA scientist. I'm just going, hey, you know, I'm trying to figure this out too. What's an easy way to figure out that the earth is spherical, round? Well, global, a sphere, more round than flat, you know, round Earth, a globe. The phases of the moon? How about a lunar eclipse? Not an easy way. Is there not an easy way to prove the Earth is a globe? It's called a lunar eclipse. Now, I'm not a NASA scientist. This is not Daryl the scientist, but if the Earth has to get in the way of the sun somewhere out there to block the moon, you can't have a flat Earth with the sun and moon circling in this direction on top of it. Am I not a genius? Am I not a genius? Yeah, well. So I talked to these people, said, well, hey, what do you think? They said, well, you know, NASA says there's some kind of strange disk that appears out there. Maybe there's a second moon. What the? That's a whole lot of guessing. That is a whole lot of guessing. You know, some kind of disc-shaped sphere jumps in somewhere at certain times of the year. What are you talking about? That's a whole lot of assumption. I'm saying the flat Earth theory is based on a whole lot of assumptions. Because when you look into the lunar eclipses, you go, uh-oh. You look into the moon phases, uh-oh. Earth can't be flat. All right, this is Daryl Lawson Live signing out. I'm gonna jump over onto Facebook Live here in a moment. Just wanted to do Monday, August 21st. Boom, right now, the solar eclipse is happening. It's about to get really dark right here. I'm gonna jump on Facebook Live here in a moment. They said it's supposed to be 10:21. Let me see the exact time. It's supposed to be happening. It's supposed to be happening, my friend. Doesn't look that dark to me. Don't look at the sun, Daryl. Ah! One thing I have to say to the flat earthers, lunar eclipse, phases of the moon. Oh, and when I asked one of the experts, right, the Facebook chat room or Facebook flat earthers, you know, this morning, in person, instant message each other. I got a pretty lame answer. Lame, I said, lame. So, chalk it up, baby. Chalk it up to what? The Earth is a globe, my friend. Oh, it's Daryl Lawson Live signing off. I'm jumping on Facebook here in a moment, DarylLawson.com. I have all my postings, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, YouTube videos, thousands of them that I've done. I just like putting the pieces together. I like connecting the dots. If we have the mind of Christ, who's supposed to know what's going on? Is the world laughing at us because we're not putting the pieces together? If we're supposed to be smart Christians, or are we dumb Christians? Well, I want to be a smart Christian. Born again smart. All right, Daryl Lawson Live signing off. I will see you later. God bless you. DarylLawson.com. Hey, don't forget, I have a donation button on my website, DarylLawson.com. Appreciate all your tithes and your offerings. DarylLawson.com. Donate. God bless you. Bye for now.